Yay, I'm being live streamed. Oh my gosh, please forgive my appearance. I'm a little late because my workout ran over. I don't know what happened, child. I was supposed to be done at 4:30. It's past 5 o'clock. Oh my God. So hopefully I'm decent now. All right, cool. Hello, everyone. Valerie Walton at valeriewalton.com here with you and happy to be here with you as we talk about how to put more money in your pocket with the home business that you have. So if you're tuning in for the very first time, you know what I'm going to need to do. I got to introduce myself to you. I am a certified online business coach. I have been for the past 5 years. I have also been a network marketer, a successful one at that. I have done affiliate marketing, all the online stuff, shall. But the most important thing that I've ever learned was attraction marketing. And I'm going to share tips like that with you here on my channel, as well as, so many different aspects of building a home business that people just won't tell you. What? Yeah. Now, I just want you to remember something. Even though, you know, well, let me start with this. First off, congratulations to you, because not only have you been brave enough, courageous enough to start your own business from home, right? Most people, all they do is complain about how much money they're not making, right? They complain about their paycheck, they complain about their boss, and they don't do anything about it. But you, my friend, you have chosen to step up and regain control of your life and your finances and your future. So congratulations to you. Now, I just want us to be super clear, though, even though you're going to get a lot of value from all of these free training videos that I'm giving you here, some of which I go in very, very, very much a lot of depth and showing you step by step how to do certain things. But that's not going to be enough. I'm going to be very transparent with you right now. And I wish somebody had done that with me when I was first getting started. You're not going to learn everything that you need to know about having a successful home business that is stable, secure, brings you passive income, right? And can practically run on autopilot just from free videos online, right? These are tips to kind of help you along the way see where you're going wrong, right? Maybe you're going in the wrong direction, or maybe you're brand new, you're just starting out, you need a few tips just to get your foot in the door, get things moving, build some momentum. Cool. But I just wanted to share that with you. It's just placed on my heart to share that, there's going to be more involved. Any business and every business that is a successful one started off with investing, right? And every business, especially the successful ones, have expenses. So you want to get your business operating to the point that the business can cover its own expenses and that stuff doesn't come out of your pocket anymore, right? So if you're super serious about your business beyond just making the decision to start one, and you're here with me and you're watching my videos and you love them, what I would recommend that you do is get on my newsletter. You simply go to valeriewalton.com. Bam, it's right there on the homepage. And also follow some of my recommendations. Take some of my recommendations into consideration and make sure that you look at them in the description box. Okay. Because there is nothing that I'm going to offer you that I'm not a part of myself in some way, shape, or form. I'm either in the forefront. Sorry, let me move that over. I'm either in the forefront and you'll see my face, you'll see me as one of the trainers or coaches, or I'm in the background, making sure that people are getting what they need, and possibly a friend of mine, a fellow coach that I know and I trust, would be in the forefront, in the spotlight. Okay. So anything that I recommend, including things that I may make money from, yes, it's going to be something that will benefit you. It's something that I am heavily involved in, from some angle in some way. Okay. All right. So yeah, so I should get compensated for that. You know what I'm saying? I work. Okay. So anyway, with that being said, let's jump into it today. So this is going to be a 3-part series, and I'm going to go over one lie a day, because who knows, we might get into a very deep conversation about this. So This is 3 lies that your network marketing upline has told you that's costing you money, and how you can finally start making some online sales. Okay. So excited for that. And I am also going to make sure that I leave in the description box a way for you to get access to not only me, but also, oh shoot, I closed it. Also to a really cool training about the very thing that I'm talking about, so that you can reference it. You can go back to it whenever you need. Okay. And by the way, since today is Wednesday, I hope that you know what's going on inside of the community of entrepreneurs that I'm a part of. This community of entrepreneurs is one where there are many different kinds of entrepreneurs all here, and we share with each other tips on how to market our business that is working right now, right? Not the old school stuff, the things that are working right now, the things that are getting people results. And this is a part 2. Tonight is going to be a part 2 of what we talked about last Wednesday, which was Instagram Reels. And honestly, everything that was taught there was how to protect your account first and foremost when it comes to social media. And then we start going into, now that you know that you've got it secure, now we can start really having fun with it. And although the main subject was Reels, you could take that training and you could apply it to stories, whether it's Facebook or Instagram. You could apply it to TikTok even. So very good training by my best friend in the whole world, Lisa Torres, who is another rock star marketer and coach. Okay, so with that being said, let me go ahead and grab all of that information for you right now. And while I'm doing that, you know what to do. Go ahead and say hello to me in the chat, in the comment section, and hashtag live if you're watching me live, hashtag replay if you are not watching me live, and you catch it sometime later. Okay, so I have to grab a few things for you today so that you have everything that you need. I have to click that. Oh yeah, I also want to make sure you can hear me. We don't want that problem, right? You today. Okay, cool. Just had to double check. Now, we're going to put this here. Boom. I don't know why I did that. Okay, we got that. We've got this. We've got, I can get rid of all of that. Oops. Cool. Come on, Val. Normally I'm much faster than this. So that's valeriewalton.com/Wednesday. And then we've got this nice little link right here that I want to make sure you have access to. Okay, cool. And I feel like there's something else that I'm forgetting to show you. Crap. I hate when that happens, don't you? Okay, so we got that there. And we also have the attraction marketing fight. This is a funny little video. And it's brief, funny little quick 3-minute video that gets you an idea of the difference between what you may have heard traditionally in network marketing versus what actually works. And I love it because it's some dear friends of mine and also mentors of mine, believe it or not. They're not that goofy all the time. That's just for the video. But they're really cool guys, and they definitely care a lot about network marketers, home-based business owners, and wanting to help them to be able to grow. So I think you'll really like that. Free Wednesday training. And then funny. I know I didn't spell that right. Marketers and okay, cool. I think that's enough for now. I'll come back. I know there's some other things that I always talk about in here, including right now, it's the 22nd of September as I'm going live. And on September 30th, it's coming. It's coming. The boot camp, the money making boot camp is coming for you. And there's going to be 8 speakers there, all of whom have made no less than $100,000 inside of just one of their streams of income. And they're going to show you how they did it and how you can do it as well. And an 8-week boot camp, it's only $50. When you break those numbers down, okay, break it down each week, right? You're paying $50 for an 8-week boot camp. Each week is only $6.25. And if you break that down per day, that's only 89 cents a day. And then if you break that down per coach that's going to teach you, per expert, that's only 11 cents per person per day. Crazy. 11 cents to learn what a millionaire did to be able to grow their business online. So I'll definitely make sure to put that there as well. Matter of fact, let me do it now. So that's Valerie Walton. Oops, Walton. Well, I can't spell my own name. Walton.com/bootcamp for you to be able to check that out. Okay. And again, it's an 8-week boot camp. All right. So we got that going on too. All right. And if that weren't enough, there's always so much. I told you guys, upcoming events. I'll just put that there in the description box. The 8-week boot camp and then the workshop. Okay. And that should be ValerieWalton.com/level1. Cool. All right. Now everything is saved. We got all the housekeeping stuff out of the way. We are good to go. Let's rock it. And again, whenever you're catching me in a replay from a live stream, you'll know to just skip ahead to this point, and I'll probably also start putting timestamps here as well. You know how it is with live streams. Okay, so let's go over the lies that you have probably heard a time or two from your upline. Okay. So today we're going to talk about lie number 1, and that is that your MLM company, right, your network marketing company is your business. And the truth is that your MLM is not your business. If it were, you would be the one responsible for paying the taxes on that business every single year. Imagine owning something like Amway, right? You don't own Amway. If you did, you'd be paying taxes on Amway, right? But you don't. So the MLM is not your business. You are your business, right? You're the business, not the company, not the products, not the comp plan. It's you. And I feel like a lot of people, well, I know for a fact that a lot of people get this confused because when you first come in to your network marketing company, it's rah, rah, sis, boom, bah. It's, oh, we're cheering you on. Congratulations. You're here. You're a part of us. Right. And they make it very bro, right? A very bro community, very fratty, very, I mean, shoot, the haters call it a cult. Right? People that can't stand MLMs are like, oh my gosh, you're being brainwashed and it's a cult, which is crazy to me. But anyway, you know, so you feel very much included when you first come into a network marketing company. And then you're told that you represent this company. You're a part of us. You're a piece of us. And so that's why you need to go out here and be proud of that and let people know that you're a part of this company. So the next thing you know, you're walking around with those banners. What did World Ventures used to have? Something. It was some kind of banner that everybody always had in their pictures on vacation and stuff like that. And it's like, stop. Stop it, stop it, stop it. You look like a walking QVC. Right? So I want you to look at it more like this. Okay. I'm going to give you an example that's completely outside of MLM. And that is me. Before I ever did any kind of home business, I was a hairstylist, and some of you may know that. And I had been a hairstylist for 15 years before I decided to start a home-based business. And people thought I was crazy, but I did it. And I'm glad that I did, actually. As you can see, that's why I'm here with you today. But when I was in the salon, okay, I had products that I could sell, right? I signed a little contract that allowed me to be able to be a distributor, be a representative, be a salesman of a particular line of products, right? Whether it was Redken or Sebastian or Moroccan oil or whatever, right? Those were products that I was allowed to purchase wholesale, right? But I could sell them retail so that I made a profit. I was able to take them into my salon, put them up on the shelves, put them on display, right? Make it look all pretty, dust it off, you know what I'm saying? Put on my nice little glass case and offer that to people, offer it to my customers. Now, I didn't go around saying, hey, I own Moroccan oil, right? I didn't go around saying, hey, Moroccan oil pays me. Ask me how. I didn't do that stuff because Moroccan oil and Redken and all, they were not my business. I was just associated with them. I was partnered up with them on a project to get more eyes on their stuff and acquire more customers for them. And in turn, they paid me for that with a thank you check that was my retail, right? It's the same thing with your network marketing company. Now, you might be wondering, well, Val, I get you. The products weren't your business. So what was your business? Well, my business was what I brought to the table, right? They could buy those products from anywhere. But what was it about me that stood out? What was it about me that made people want to come buy those products from me and not someone else that could be right across the way, right across the hall, right across the street? Well, that's what my business was. That thing that made me different. And as you already know, that was my hair services. I went to school for that. Okay, I went to school for that. I had to pay money to learn the skill set of being able to properly, manage and maintain and take care of someone's hair and scalp. Very important part of the body that people tend to neglect. They think they can do it all at home on their own. I mean, some things you can, but not everything. Even though people try, and then they would come to me talking about how they messed their hair up, child, asking me to fix it. I didn't mess it up. You getting all crazy with me for, child? That's crazy. Right? So that is my business. And that's what brings them in the door in the first place. Right? One of the things that made me different, made me stand out, was not only the fact that I was a hairstylist, right? But I realized that I could not just be a general practitioner. I needed a specialty. I needed something specific to focus on, to offer as a solution to people's problems that I know exists, that I know is out there, that I can help solve. And so I wasn't just a hairstylist, but I specialized in trichology and chemistry. Okay. So I specialized in hair and scalp disorders, being able to take a look at your scalp with this little magnifying device that I had, take a look at your hair, your scalp, look at the follicles, all that, and I could tell you what's going on with your hair. Do a quick analysis, see if it was something systematic going on or what. So I did that. And as I was studying trichology, the reason why I also added on chemistry was the fact that I realized that a lot of the problems with people's scalp, a lot of it was caused by chemical damage, right? Either under processing or over processing their hair with some kind of chemical that they tried to do at home, right? Or a careless hairstylist who did not specialize in it and was one of those general practitioners, was not skilled enough at, they weren't proficient enough at that skill to know that they were, damaging the person's hair. And so because chemicals was typically the culprit behind a person's hair and scalp problems, I added that on, and I figured, since I know what the problem is, let me also provide a way for people to avoid the problem in the first place by getting their chemical services done by a specialist in chemistry. And so I ended up adding that on. Now, that's pretty impressive, right? For some of you, you're like, yo, that's dope. But if you're not somebody who has that concern, I wouldn't be your cup of tea. You wouldn't come into me, right? If you didn't have the problem that I solve, you wouldn't come into me. So here's another problem, and I'll get more into it tomorrow, but the whole everybody's a prospect, just because everybody has a head doesn't mean that everybody's my prospect. Oh, so we'll get more into that tomorrow. But anyway, when you're hearing that, the MLM company is your company, no. You are your company. You are your business. And same thing for me. I had to promote me as the specialist of hair and scalp and chemicals. So yes, I knew the proper way to, do the foil method, or, however you wanted to change your hair in some way, whether it was through hair color or if it was through some type of texture changing services. So that's what I did. Now, although that right there makes me stand out, the fact that I have that as a specialty, I needed to also plant myself in front of people who were looking for that specialty so that they would know to come through my doors and become a client of mine, right? So, this is why you then have to tap into attraction marketing. What was so crazy for me was when I started my home business, I went a whole year trying to figure out how to grow that damn thing and not making a dime my first year. I can laugh now because I've overcome it. Could you imagine if I'm still stuck in that? But not only that, but when I finally said, okay, this is do or die, I'm not going back to doing hair again. It was just too strenuous on my body and my mind. I didn't want to do it anymore. I was like, well, what's the next step? Because I got to do something different than this. And that's when I discovered attraction marketing. Well, not when I discovered it. I didn't realize I was already doing attraction marketing back when I was a stylist. It's just that nobody gave it a name. Right. But it clicked for me. Oh, that's what attraction marketing is. And attraction marketing is something that every successful business and every successful person does, whether they realize it or not, just like I had done to become a successful stylist. Okay. So like I said, you will pick a specialty. So for example, I think I gave this example yesterday. If I'm going to choose my target audience, right? These are the folks that fit inside my specialty. So if I say was a part of a weight loss company, a weight loss MLM, and I wanted to help people lose weight, I can't say, well, everybody's got a belly. Just about everybody got a stomach, therefore I can help them lose some weight. Can't do that. What I would do instead is narrow it down to what I specialize in, what I can relate to, so that they can also relate to me. See, I could specialize in hair and scalp because I take good care of my hair, right? And my scalp. And I learned so much from that in order to be able to do it. when it comes to weight loss, since I don't really need to lose weight, I'm just trying to tone up. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was at the workout and I was a couple minutes late. My apologies. But I would not go out and say, well, I can relate to somebody that needs to lose 50 pounds. No, I can't. I've never needed to lose 50 pounds. So that would be a lie. And I would be out here being a fake and a phony, and I would not be able to sleep at night. And that's stupid because you start a home business so you can be free, right? Not so you can feel imprisoned in your lies. So what I would do is I would choose a target audience that I actually could relate to, which would be new moms, right? Because I've been a new mom before, right? Now my kids are much older. I got a 21-year-old and a soon enough to be 18-year-old. So yeah, but back then when I first had each one of them, I had some, pregnancy weight, some baby weight that I wanted to lose so I could go back to my pre-baby weight. And so that's something I can relate to. Right. So you don't want to just focus on people that want to lose weight, but want to lose weight for what specific purpose, want to lose weight because of what specific cause. If you start narrowing it down, I know a lot of people think that means, oh, I'm going to leave so many people out. No, you're finally going to find some folks that you can sell your stuff to. And slowly but surely, more and more people are going to become aware that, hey, you're the go-to person for that. Just like that happened for me as a trichologist. People started to realize, oh my God, this is the go-to person whenever I got something going on, or I've got a hair goal. Maybe I want my hair to be thicker, or I want my hair to be longer, or I just simply want it to be healthier. I just feel like it's bleh. Like, what can I do about that? Val's the one to go to for that. Not anymore. Don't nobody come to me with no questions about that. I haven't done hair in 6 years and I'm so happy. Okay. So it's not about that, but you get the point, right? So not only do you have to figure out who you're going to help, right? Figure out your specialty so you know who you're going to help. But then, then you need to start developing a brand around that, right? In what ways do you help them with your own unique quirkiness, right? How do you do it? And so for me, I was someone who, as a hairstylist, I was someone who was very much professional. Of course, I still brought my sense of humor to work with me every day, but I stuck to the professional side. I know a lot of hairstylists, you go to the stylist child, you be talking, y'all be gossiping about stuff. You be talking about each other's, lives and husbands and stuff. I did not do that. Right. And again, that was something else that I was known for. Very much a professional in the industry. Okay. So, and again, I was still like funny and pleasant and nice and all that, but I wanted to keep the focus on my client, not on me. And I wanted to keep the focus on their hair goals and not on everything going on in their lives. Right. This was a place for them to come to escape all that, at least for a few moments, and get pampered like they deserve. Okay. So that was the way that I built the reputation that I had for my business there. And this is also the same concepts, the same principles that I finally realized, oh, I need to bring that into this business too. Duh, right? I don't know why I hadn't thought of it before. Not until I came across that entrepreneurial community. And I was like, oh yeah. And that's when I first heard the term attraction marketing and realized that's what I had been doing all along. And I didn't even realize it. So all I needed to do was tap back into that and start applying it. And sure enough, boom, thank God, started making money online. And now it would be hard to make it stop. And I'm happy. So that's how that works. Okay. So I just want to double check, make sure there isn't any questions. Nope. Okay, cool. So I actually came across this little doodad right here. I'm wondering if I can I share the screen? Yeah. So let's do this. I'm going to show you this. And when you click on that top earner strategy link, inside the description box, you will have access to this yourself. So if you wanted to skip ahead and find out what the 3 lies are before I reveal them all the next 3 days, then you'll want to click that link to find out. Okay. So anyway, let's see if I can share. I can, right? So this is what I was just talking about, right? The company that you joined is not your business. You just joined it. You locked arms with them. You allowed that company to provide a means for you to use their products as the way to facilitate the solution. Okay. So again, for me, I'm gonna stop sharing for a moment. So again, for me as a hairstylist, yes, I would love to be able to, go out and create my own shampoos and my whole hair care line. But child, ain't nobody got time for that. Okay. Especially when there's already some really good ones out there. Right. So what I figured I would do is partner up, lock arms with another company that I really like their products. And when I when I connected with this person, provided my services to them, at the end of it, when I showed a person I could solve their problem, and they could see that is when I offered them the products as an ongoing solution, right? Along with being connected with me. This is something network marketers need to start doing if you want to make money. You want to make money online, listen to what I'm saying, and then get that boot camp. Join the boot camp, 8-week boot camp before it's too late. If you're watching this after September 30th, 2021, I'm sorry, you missed it. I probably have something else for you though. Okay, so yeah, I don't say I own Sebastian, I own Redken, I own Vidal Sassoon, I own Moroccan oil, I own Wella. I don't say that because it's not true, right? What I would say to them is, this is what I recommend for you. This is why I recommend it, based on everything we talked about today, based on the services I provided for you today. This is what I recommend that you take home. And they say, okay, cool. And then they buy it. Now, what happens? The company gets their money and I get my money. Same thing with network marketing. So please do not fall into the trap of believing that the company belongs to you and that now you have to run around with a huge sign on your forehead that says you're part of that company. That's going to make people run away. It's going to make people run away. And it's not because MLMs are bad, but let's be real. Look, it's time to pull out the fan, child. Hello. Can I be real with you? Child, can I give you some tea? Hello, honey. Network marketing is starting to get more and more of a bad rep. And it's not because network marketing is bad. Network marketing is a wonderful, amazing thing that helped create history. It helped create the very first self-made female millionaire in the United States of America, this business model, right? So it's not that it's a bad thing. It's the way that it is being presented to people that is the bad thing. And it's because people have not been trained in how to market. They have been trained on how to spamming people with their products every 5 minutes. Child, look at this, look at that. And again, your Facebook page looks like QVC on social media, child. Looks crazy, right? People want to get to know you. If you're on social media, you want to get social, right? You don't want to be salesy. You want to be social. Write that down. I like that. Put it in the chat. Hashtag it. Make that the word of the day. The phrase of the day. Okay, so since that's how I operated my business, and that's how businesses operate, that's the way that you want to operate your network marketing company. Show up with you first, right? Show up as you to your potential audience. If you're just starting out and you're like, well, Val, I don't have an audience. Well, this is the way that you build the audience up. You're going to want to start thinking about, what problems does my product or service solve, right? What problems do they solve? Then you're going to get out here on social media and start talking about those problems. You're not going to keep talking about the solution is my product. The solution is my product. The solution is my product when you never addressed what the problem was in the first place. So we don't lead with the solution. That would be nuts. Could you imagine if you went to the doctor, right? You had a little ache and pain in your shoulder. You go to the doctor and all the doctor wants to talk about is solutions and not your problem. The doctor walks in and you're like, hey, doc, yeah, my shoulder. And the doctor cuts you off and says, yeah. Hey, how you doing? Listen, I got some great prescriptions for you today. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and write you one right now. Here, go into the pharmacy. Have a great day. That would be nuts. That's called malpractice. Could you imagine doing that in your business? Some of us do. Some of us have done that, and some of us are currently doing that right now. But listen, I'm not here to pick at you. I'm not here to laugh at you. I'm not here to make fun of you. I am here to help you not only realize it, but now let's do something about it, because I have the solution, right? So if you're starting to realize, right, the scales are falling off of your eyes and you're seeing the light and you're realizing, oh my gosh, I have been treating this company as if it were mine and it's not, then you'll definitely want to check out what I got going on in the description box. Join the boot camp if there's still time for you to do that. And if you missed the boot camp, then make sure that you join us in the next workshop. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go back to sharing my screen. Okay. So again, if you look at the agreement that you signed when you first joined your MLM, you are sales representatives of that company, your reps. Okay. That does not make you a business owner. What it makes you, how many of you have watched, seen, how many of you have seen the cash flow quadrant or read it? Well, inside of the cash flow quadrant, right, and let me see if I can pull that up. In the cash flow quadrant, you know that there's a big difference between the left-hand side of the quadrant and the right-hand side, right? See if I can find it. It does this to me every time. So rude. Quick access. Can I just type in here? Yeah, it's not finding it. Okay. I can't find it right now, but we can just talk about it. Go look it up. Or get on my newsletter, valeriewalton.com, and you'll be able to see the cash flow quadrant, or you can email me and let me know you want it. So anyway, here's the deal. The left-hand side of the quadrant is your linear income, right? That's the side where people don't get much leverage. Therefore, their money making potential is very limited. So on the left-hand side of the quadrant is things like being an employee, right? Because, you're exchanging your time for money. People are paying you this is the way I look at it. This is just my personal feelings. I'm not trying to put anybody down, child. Okay. But my personal feelings about it is, from the time you're 4 or 5 years old and you first enter school, people are already starting to indoctrinate you. They're already starting to steer you away and lure you away from using your imagination, your creativity to decide how you want your life to be. And then they start to peg you. They start to put you in this mold of what your life should be. And now we start feeling like we can't be ourselves anymore because we have to fit into a job description. You following me? And then the next thing you know, and they're doing that from, that's education. They're teaching you how to prepare for a job. Nobody's teaching you entrepreneurship, right? Unless you take some elective, right? So anyway, when it comes to that, right, if you're an employee, you're on the left-hand side of the quadrant, and I just feel like they're paying you to forget your dreams. Those dreams, those goals you had ever since you were 4 years old, the desires you had deep down in your heart that have always stayed with you and never left, that you keep stifling because they're like, shh, hey, forget that. You don't need to do that right now. Here's $25 an hour. Work for me, right? It's like, it's a bribe. I don't like it, right? So that's just how I feel about jobs. I'm not the one. I'm not cut out for the job. But that's the left-hand side of the quadrant at the top left. At the bottom left is self-employed. And that's what a lot of network marketers don't realize that they are. That's what me as a hairstylist, that's what I didn't realize that I was. See, I thought I was a business owner. No, I was self-employed, and it kind of sucked because once again, I was leveraging. Only difference between being an employee and self-employed is that I created a job for myself instead of going out seeking a job from someone. It's the only difference. And the job that I created for myself as a hairstylist, it really stood out for me when I thought to myself, I thought about all those times I wanted to take my kids out on vacation and stuff. And I would get such anxiety from that because the only thing that I would think about is, well, if I take them on vacation for a few days, that's a few days of me missing out on making money. And the reason was because there was no leverage. I had to physically be there in order to make the money, right? And my clients had to physically be there too, because I could be there all day. Didn't mean I was going to get paid. So that was really difficult for me. And I wanted to get out of the left-hand side of the quadrant and get over to the right-hand side of the quadrant, right? So on the right-hand side of the quadrant is where you get the passive income that we all dream about, that make money in your sleep kind of income. Now I'm over there on that side and I'm really excited about it. And what's over there on the top right is business owner. Did you realize there's a big difference between being self-employed and being a business owner? All right. And then on the bottom right is being an investor, where you invest in something, you put money into something for it to make money for you, right? More money than you put in, hopefully, so that you can take that back out. Now you've got more than what you started with. And again, if you don't have right side mentality, okay, you don't have the right hand side of the quadrant type of thinking, then every time an opportunity comes your way, you're going to be like, well, what's it going to cost me? Oh, dang, how much is that? Oh, I ain't got $50, Val. I can't come to that boot camp. Even though it's only 11 cents per person, per 6-figure, 7-figure earner. But I ain't got $50, Val. I can't lose $50 right now. When you have that lose mentality, that lack mentality, that scarcity mentality, that is not the mentality of an investor, right? Or a business owner. And so the major shift between self-employed and business owner is having a system in place that helps you to grow your business. Now I have a system that helps me to grow my business. So I don't have to physically be there in order for my business to make money. And again, something that I'm very excited about, right? And a lot of network marketers, uplines talk about duplication, right? Duplication brings you leverage. Well, duplication requires you to have a system in place. And most network marketers don't have the skills to create the system that they need in order to get what they want, right? But you found me, and so I can help you with all of that kind of stuff, okay? All right, so just wanted to share that little extra nugget right there about that. So now let me go back to sharing the screen. Okay. All right, there we go. So yes, you're not a business owner. You're not on the right-hand side of the quadrant just yet. You are still on the left side as a self-employed, right? You're a contractor. So again, your MLM is not your business. You are your business, not the MLM, right? You incorporate it. And we got to be real. Network marketing companies at any given time without notice can change the comp plan, change the business model, change directions. Sometimes leadership crumbles. I've seen that several times in the past year and a half, or even go out of business, which I've also seen several times in this past year and a half, right? So your family's future and income should never 100% depend on your network marketing company being around forever, because it's rare, right? Not every network marketing company is an Amway that's been around for decades, or a Mary Kay, right? And if you have all your eggs in one basket and you're just branded to the company and not branding yourself, what happens if, God forbid, something happens to that company and then your income disappears? I've got a story about that, but we don't have enough time for me to get into it. And I'm contracted to not share much of that story until it's until after November 15th. I'm sorry, after November 14th. So starting the 15th. But I will share the tea. I will spill it. And so yeah, it's like building your business on a house of cards. If you try to promote and brand the MLM up front, you want to brand yourself up front. You want to stop promoting the MLM up front. You're playing with fire. No top earner does it. I don't do it. Nobody that I hang around does it. And yet, lo and behold, they're bringing in $1.4 million with just one of their many streams of income. Child, good night and goodbye. Okay. So yes, the solution is you need to be branding yourself from this day forward. If you would like for me to do a series on how to brand yourself, I want you to put the word brand in the chat, okay, in the comment section, so that I know, and I'll be able to come back and do one on that. Since I'm giving you all the lies in this series, why don't we talk about all the truths, right, and all the amazing solutions to grow the business? Okay. So again, if you look at all the leaders that you love, adore, and follow online, they've built a brand, and now it's your turn to build your brand. And with our help, with my help, and the help of the people in the community I'm a part of, where was I? With our help, you can get started right away. Doesn't have to take you decades to learn this stuff. Doesn't have to take you 4 years to learn this stuff. How would you like to learn it in 3 days? That's what our workshop is for. Okay. So again, unfortunately, network marketing companies come and go all the time. They'll change comp plans, they'll change their founders, they'll change the direction of the company, they'll change the name. Right? So if you want to create an insurance policy for your business like you've never seen before, as you begin to brand you, right, then you'll definitely want to click on the links that I have in the description box. Come check me out. Check out what I got to offer you. It works. It's proven to work. The workshop has a 100% success rate. Just go check it out. Right? Because once you start creating value for your audience, and I teach you how to do that, that's one of my specialties, you'll start to build trust and gain influence. And let me just be clear, if there's no trust, no transaction. Write that down too, Jael. Write it down. You've got to have trust. So this is where you start to realize and manifest the dream business that you were promised when you got started, and the floodgates to financial freedom will start to open. This is not magic. This is more science than magic. And this framework and formula has been working for everybody in this community for over a decade. Okay. Some of the top students and earners that are here, you may recognize their faces. You can always come back and pause it whenever you like. But just as a side note, these students, and if you look at even more updated pictures, you'll even see my face on some of these. Yeah, they've been paid an additional 18 million, right? Over $18 million in affiliate commissions that's side money on the side from their network marketing company. So that's pretty cool. And I just wanted to share that with you. But again, if you go and click on the top earner strategy link that I have there, you can get this entire thing and read it all for yourself, and even get a cool training video from my buddy Brian right then and there at the top of the page. Okay. So cool stuff there. And we can wrap it up for the day. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this past hour. I hope I've been able to provide you with a lot of value to help you to kind of pinpoint where you may be going wrong or where you're missing something in your business that now can help you to go to the next level and gain even more momentum. I want to see you be able to make money and become a profitpreneur, right? All right. Thank you so much once again. And I will see you back here tomorrow live at 5 for lie number 2, child. Ooh, where's the fan? Here it is. All right. Thanks again.